Okay, we are rolling. Hello, Scorpio. This is Tarot Lumination with your general report for November 2017. Now, you've probably figured it out. This is kind of your time. All right? People think of November as Scorpio time. Also, you probably figured out, if you've watched this channel for a little while, that there's a big deal happening right now, especially for Scorpios, because Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, has moved into Scorpio. It's just started, and it's going to be there for just over a year. Wow, it's a big deal. Okay, Scorpio, let's not get too carried away. You're just another sign like the rest of us, okay? So let's have a look. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. Cards were already well shuffled in advance. We're just going to go for it. Not a lot of preamble stuff. There's so much going on right now, big changes in the heavens over the next 3 months for everybody. So let's not get too focused on who or whatever. Let's just go for it. Cards are well shuffled. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, Scorpio, there's a button up here. And with that button, if you press it, it'll take you to the ticketing place for the beautiful Tarot Lumination satin silk scarf. So it's just a little ticket. If you want to have a chance to win a scarf, great. And by the way, if you win, you also get a full-on complex private reading. Okay? So it's awesome. One ticket only per person. But anyway, at least you'd have a chance. Same chance as everybody else. All right, Scorpio, we are pretty much shuffled here. You know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. Do all that. Reinterpret for yourself however you want with whatever works for you. It's your reading from Tarot Illumination to you. We're going to cut, and then we're going to go for it, okay? Nothing too fancy. Just make it wild and wacky and big. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. So here, this is a journey of the heart reading, okay? You'll see in a moment. This is your core heart energy, the core of you, not your mind, not your, let's say, attitudes or perceptions. It's your pulsing heart. It's the ultimate depths of you, okay? So you're used to that anyway, Scorpio. This is legacy energy, let's say, from the past. You're bringing it in with you from wherever, from before, past lives, the last week, the last month, whatever kind of history you want to attach to that card, okay? And over here is the ever-present now. Just like for everybody, Scorpio, you're always living in the now. And we know you understand that. The now is always the now. Like the past never existed, the future doesn't exist. It's only what counts right now. But you understand, we live in 3D, three-dimensional reality where we have this thing called time. It's kind of inconvenient, but there it is. So it means having to make decisions. What do we do right now, through this period for you, Scorpio, in a way that's most effective for you, so you can make decisions from the heart, loving yourself first. You do that in such a way that is best for you, because that's ultimately what's best for everyone around you, your loved ones especially. So this would be the energy of, now that you're making decisions, how are you to do that effectively, okay? So that it actually works, okay? Practical applications, for example. Now, if you're feeling that life happens to you and then you have to respond, then this card energy might feel like fate. If you understand the laws of attraction and you like to go by that stuff, like the laws of karma and how we create our own reality through thought, word, and speech and our actions, then this would feel more like you would resonate with this as I get it, I understand. Over here is energy that's far away from you right now, but it's like, gosh, oh gosh, I hope this works. Let's make the best of it. We're looking to the future. What do I do now? Oh, I hope it works. Or, oh, what if I made the wrong decision? Oh no. So it's kind of a joy sorrow card. Or it's the same energy, but it's the inverse of each other. Over here would be the momentum. Where does this all lead? Where is this all going? Okay. So can you see the heart shape here? I'm trying to make that look like a heart for you, Scorpio. Can you see that there? And this is you at the very, very core. and you making your decisions to live through all this energy. So next, we're going to look at this card under here, which would be like the prevailing conditions around you. And you're smart, Scorpio. That's not going to own you. You're going to own this energy and make the best of it, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what the card is. You're a Scorpio, or you're extremely good at managing resources and turning garbage into gold if you have to. Okay. Luckily, you got the star. Yay! So it's almost like you're blessed in this situation, Scorpio, above and beyond understanding. It's like you don't even have to know what's happening or why or how. All you have to know is to know that everything's going to be okay. Guess what? Everything is going to be okay. Now, if you want to, Scorpio, you can actually go and listen to a little song on the Tarot Lumination Songs playlist. And it's a little song called Through the Ether. And then you'll understand exactly what we're talking about here with the star card for you in this reading, Scorpio. It's the understanding that you are blessed above and beyond understanding right now. And you don't even have to understand it. It's happening. Jupiter, the planet of blessings and abundance and health and opportunity and just goodness and also healing, especially with Jupiter in Scorpio. It's very, very much about the healing power of love, transformational healing, deep transformational healing that can happen in your life right now, Scorpio. And it's literally just started, and it's going to go on for a whole year. So it's almost kind of you are the lucky one. You're the lucky one right now, Scorpio. It's right in your lap. Jupiter is right in your lap. And you're going to ride with that, even if you don't understand where it's going. This can be the understanding of total surrender to the great beyond, and the understanding that you are guided. You are guided and protected. You are guided and protected. By the way, there's another song in the song list about I am guided, I am protected. Yay! Who would have figured? So anyway, you're going to make the most of that, Scorpio. What's going on at the heart center? Okay, the Hermit. So it might feel as though for this little period here called November, it might feel as though there's so much happening and shifting and changing for you, Scorpio, that you don't know where to turn. So the only safe place to go right now is within. Go deep, deep, deep within, because you already know, because you can already sense it. You don't have to worry about anyone or everything else out there, because the star is out there for you anyway. And it's all you have to do is remember that that is what is your guiding light. Can you see the little tiny star inside the lantern there? Just pretend that that is the star card living inside your lantern, so you can't go wrong. So you might be feeling as though, yes, it could be very isolated and very lonely in some ways, but it's also very beautiful because it's on the understanding that ultimately we are all individuals in one way or another. And we might have all the most profound relationships with this person or that person, but ultimately you answer to yourself. Ultimately, it's like you're the center of the universe. And I'm not talking about arrogance or complete narcissism or megalomania or vanity or egoism or anything like that. It's on the understanding that you are complete exactly as you are. And maybe it's about time you went deep within to understand your own full magnificence, okay? And that's a journey. It's a journey of understanding. But don't you worry. You're not alone, because you've got this, okay? Look at this beautiful maiden here, this wonderful creature who is there for you, supporting you at your side like an angel, okay? Let's have a look. Where are you coming from? Wow, maybe you understand it. Maybe you get it. Maybe you've already sensed that this was happening and you decided, I'm just going to go for it. Okay? Maybe you've decided, like, okay, maybe you've lived through a lot of scars. Maybe you're really, really battle torn. Maybe you're shredded up. Maybe you're a military vet with PTSD. Maybe you're an overworked mom. Maybe you're a college kid up to your neck with unending pressure to succeed, but you get it. It's okay. It's like life. It's just like we have our battle scars, we have our wounds, we have all our epic stories and all our epic tales, and you've decided, well, I'm Scorpio. I'm just going to go with that. I'm just going to incorporate that into my being. I'm going to bring all my baggage with me, all the awesome good stuff, and we're going to go for it. Okay? Some way, somehow, exactly. You might not know exactly, again, you might not exactly know where to go or how to get there at any one point in time. All you have to know is that you have to trust in your deepest core soul self, and then go for it and allow for divine guidance. Don't you worry, okay, Scorpio? Because you are like divinely guided. Planet Jupiter is very much about protection. It also grants a lot of like security and protection. It's almost like making you bulletproof. Okay, so that's good to have on your side, Scorpios. It's like having like an invisible force field, an invisible shield around you, like an energy protection field. You are guided and you are protected, so you can go forth and live your passion, start to activate your passion, and radiate your passion in ways that are potentially very exciting that you've never had a chance to do before. And it comes from the core, the very, very core of you. Moving forward into the now, the present now, my feeling here is this is a chance to tap into your dreams like never before. And it could take you on a real roller coaster ride where it's almost, I'm feeling these two cards very closely linked here, where the energy of divine guidance is so magnanimous and so generous and so what's the word, unconditional, that it gives you like the freedom to tap into your dreams and tap into the energy of heaven in ways that you've never known before, to the point where it might make you almost dizzy, give you almost a sense of vertigo, where, you know, I know there's other interpretations for this card, but I don't want to go there. I feel with this Seven of Cups here for you, Scorpio, it feels like it's very much about how you are getting to tap into a real, let's say, the real divinity of yourself, where you can find ways to get direct access to heaven. You don't need any, let's say, substances to get you there. You don't need any artificial means. You are there. You're directly connected to the energy of heaven. And you're feeling it. You're knowing it. You're sensing it and feeling it now. And you're bringing that into your life in a way that makes sense. It's a very absurd kind of combination of energy here, but it allows you to be a messenger of the energy of heaven in a ways that's like, it's almost like a universal like pill, like whatever works for the situation at that time with you and the right person, like you've got it, you can bring it there. Like, let's say you're some kind of, whatever you do, Scorpios are really effective healers, and they're known for that. Jupiter in Scorpio is all about the energy of deep soul healing here, deep transformational healing. Of course, transformational means a lot of changing and shifting and cutting away of what doesn't work so that what does work can have a chance to flourish. So that's cool. And that's kind of I feel what's happening now here. And I know there's no card actually to say that. I'm just running away with the Jupiter and Scorpio energy and the understanding that you don't have to know. You just have to know that you are guided and protected. And that gives you almost like a license to dream. It sounds very, very strange, like it licensed to dream in a way that's actually effective. In other words, you can be a conduit or an instrument, or you can be an effective channel for like dream energy, the things that people need to know, the things that this planet needs to know that can't be understood in like three-dimensional conventions, but more through art, music, writing, and let's say esoteric expressions and things like that, which might be very, very beautiful and inspiring to others and might not make any sense in ways that you could lock it down, but people really, really feel it in their hearts. And it's like a magic potion that works for you and you and you and you, even though everyone's different. So this is very cool. And like the responsibility here is sensing it and tuning into it and allowing that energy to move through you, where it's not really about you at all. You're simply a conduit. You're simply a messenger. You're simply, let's say, here to act as a funnel for the energy of heaven to come down to earth in a way that's effective for you, and healing for others. Let's have a look. Moving forward, you know you're going to have to make decisions here. Okay, bam-o, wow. Wow, Scorpio, gosh, you can't caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting such a big card, but you've got the sun here. So it's like an affirmation that, as loopy as this might sound, as loopy as it might feel, that it would be perfectly okay for you to be on your own planet right now, in your own way that might not make any sense to you, Scorpio, or anyone else around you in terms of common sense, but somehow is working in such a way that we've just described here, that you can now have a chance to radiate your true self, your magnificent self, in ways that have never happened before. Now, getting back to the Tarot Illumination channel, this would be the equivalent of you, Scorpio, tuning into your North Node Leo path that would impact you in your 10th house of career. Okay, if that makes sense or not, watch those videos for North Node Leo journey, because the Leo energy, the sun energy here, the sunlight energy, would be your 10th house of career, your place in this world, your reason for being here, your mission, your calling, your purpose, your maximum ascendance, your maximum gift to the planet is to just be you, to radiate your awesomeness like never before, no matter how wacky or weird it might appear to yourself or to other people. You have permission to do that and be that. So you got really, really lucky, Scorpio. You got really, really lucky here. And so, again, but you don't have to explain it to anybody. You just have to do it. You just have to be it. And just wake up in the morning and do that. Like, guess what, people? I had this amazing idea. Or guess what, people? I just learned this new thing out of my dreams I had last night. And so on and so on. All understanding that you are guided and protected the whole way. So how do you do this effectively so you don't let this all go to your head and you go turn into a megalomaniac? Okay. Scorpio, you make sure that you hang out with someone like this. This could be someone who is very, very grounded, down to earth, who really, really understands what it's like to be on this planet in a way that's very in tune with life and earth. Some people see this as a Taurus card. I don't want to go into love and relationships here. That's a whole separate playlist. But it could indicate for you, Scorpio, that you tune in to your most ultimate, awesome, delicious, creative self in the way that you are inspired to do, in the way that you are guided to do without even having to know or understand it or explain it, allowing all this dream energy, the energy of heaven and the healing power of love to move through you so that you're functioning like some kind of weird lighthouse, and you radiate that outwards in such a way that becomes tangible. It actually has material substance in this world, like, oh, a painting, oh, a song, oh, a poem, oh, a cool thing about how to heal, a cool way to be happier and richer and more abundant. And you do that, and it's like you express yourself, you allow yourself to be appreciated and to tune into your ability to manifest this stuff and radiate that in a way that other people get. Other people understand it and they appreciate that. It's like, again, like it's Scorpio energy. It's turning garbage into gold. There's no garbage card, but it's taking all these intangibles and turning them into something very, very tangible. If you're dealing with these super high frequencies of energy up here, Scorpio, and the challenge is, how do you bring that down to earth through your awesome, radiant self as you unfold into this new, let's say, Leo North Node journey that's happening for you right now in your career, where you're very, very visible. You allow that to happen so that, let's say, your works of art become manifested. Your music, your talents, your gifts, your ability to heal yourself, your ability to heal others, that you're tuning into and understanding by going within, tapping into your individuality here, and allowing spirit to move through you, okay? Do you see what we're going with here? Allow spirit to move through you so that you can manifest spirit energy. You can manifest love and light on this planet in a way that has value and substance for yourself and for the other. Okay? And it's very, let's say, a mutually very, very supportive, reciprocal energy here. So the more you do this, the more this works, the more it's better for you. So I'm really happy for you, Scorpio. Where does that take us here? Because I'm getting carried away, as you can tell. Okay, be very, very careful that you don't overdo it. Because with all that Jupiter and Scorpio energy, it could be very, very easy for you to take on too much or for you to burn out, which would not be healthy for you. Okay, but it could also indicate here that you can have a chance now to basically lay down all the really heavy burdens that you might have had to carry for so long, Scorpio. One of the things about Scorpio energy, Scorpio, is that you have an ability to withstand and endure tremendous amounts of pain and suffering that many others cannot endure. And there is a lot that can be learned from that. But ultimately, you are a human being and you do have limitations, and your body can only take so much. The soul and the heart can only take so much. And you might realize that now, with this new way of being unfolding, with Jupiter and Scorpio working for you, and understanding that at all times you are guided and protected anyway, that you are going to make it. You're going to be just fine. But it's also on the understanding that it could be very easy to exhaust yourself here. And don't overdo it, because with the Jupiter energy, it's very easy to overdo it, over everything. Like you want to share this so much that you overdo it. You want to manifest and share all this energy in tangible ways so much that you could easily overdo it. But also, it's an indication that you can lay down all the things that were oppressive to you in the past, before any of this. Okay, we're talking about the time from over here, where all these burdens have a chance now to be released and laid down, because you can't take them anymore, and it's okay to surrender. It's completely okay to surrender to the new you, surrender to the healing power of love, surrender to the energy heaven, and allow yourself to be an instrument and let it move through you and let it be manifest. So it could be a tremendous relief for you, Scorpio. Tremendous healing and relief opportunities for you, so long as you allow yourself to be guided in this way and knowing that you're protected. Okay, there's a lot of armor here, so you're good, Scorpio. What's happening here? Like, let's say this all works out. Okay, it puts you in a position where you now, let's say, coming down to earth a little bit. It's about, okay, let's say this, you understand what we're talking about. You dig this, you're Scorpio, you say, okay, Tarot Illumination, I see what you're talking about. I kind of get it here. So let's go with that. Where does that take me? Where does that, it takes you, like the realization, like, my gosh, if this works out, you do have a lot of responsibilities, and it means you're going to have to juggle your resources. You're going to have to be very, very judicious about how things manifest for you. In other words, with all of this like ability to manifest, and with all this like loving light that has a chance to move through you now, it's a big responsibility, and it could weigh you down. You don't want to let that happen. But with so much of it, it could be taking you to a point where, let's say, you get the chance to figure out who you really are, how you can really, really manifest yourself, so that all of this super high frequency, highly unintelligible energy that's out there that needs to be brought down to earth gets you to the point where you can actually figure it out in day-to-day practices in a very like Virgoan way. I shouldn't have used the word Virgoan. It's just very, very practical ways where you get the chance now to, let's say, balance out your love life, balance out your personal life, all the emotions and currents in your life in such a way that it all makes sense, that you can, let's say, become very astute at energy management, figuring out what to do in that moment, in that particular time, for this particular reason with this person or this place or this activity or this event or this situation. No matter how emotionally challenging it is, you find a way to become a harmonizer. You find a way to bring balance and harmony into the situation that works in very tangible, obvious ways for you and for the other, which is what this is all about anyway. It's like the practical applications of love and healing, if that makes sense. In other words, okay, let's say poof, you could wave a magic wand and say poof, you are magically healed. Then what do you do with that? You just can't wander around the rest of the planet for the rest of your life, butt naked, going, hey, look at me, I'm healed, I'm wonderful, I'm amazing, wow, and poof, I touch you with my magic wand. No, it's about how does that translate back down to earth in day-to-day, very simple stuff like, oh, wow, maybe I should find a better way of brushing my teeth, or maybe I should find better ways of taking care of my health. And in so doing, I learn more and I can teach that to others. So you become very resourceful to yourself and very resourceful to others through the practical applications of your gifts and your talents and how they are manifested, okay? So let's see, where does that take us? Okay, wow. It takes you to the point where you're going to have to do a lot of trusting in the great beyond. Okay, there's a lot of big cards here for you, Scorpio. Look at this. Okay, so you're coming in with the Star. You've got the Hermit, the Sun, the Empress, and the Moon here. All big cards for you. So in some ways, Scorpio, you might be feeling as though you're getting swept along in such a ways that, okay, this is wonderful, great. Tarot Lumination, thanks for saying all this cool stuff to inspire Scorpio and get Scorpios through the month. Woo, wow. But the reality is, it could be quite a juggling match. It could take you to the limits of your abilities. It could take you so far to the limits of understanding about being guided and protected where there's nowhere to go but inside of you. There's no way out but through, where the only thing you can ultimately do is trust your subconscious, trust your deep, deep, deep subconscious, where you almost literally have to end up becoming a channel, and there's no way out of it. So it's kind of it's like getting to a position where like you have to become very, very comfortable with the unknown. So comfortable with the unknown that it becomes your best friend, and you don't have to know the answers all the time. You just literally have to allow your subconscious, your deep, deep soul energy to move through you in a way that might not make sense to you. It might even freak you out how these things are happening for you in your new life as it unfolds, starting with this new Jupiter and Scorpio thing. And it could be a little disorienting for you because you might have been living in such a way for so long, for the last 12 years that this didn't happen. You had the Jupiter and Scorpio 12 years or so and 24 years before, but now it's starting all over again. But we're talking about much higher frequencies now, where it's higher frequencies for everybody, not just you, Scorpio, where you're going to be really, really taken to the very far limits of, let's say, celestial understandings about what this all really means for you in day-to-day life, bringing all this wonderful heavenly energy down to earth in a way that's very practical, that works. Just day-to-day, decision by tiny decision, okay? So it's a really extreme type of reading here where you're taking vast amounts of energy of heaven and distilling it through yourself with your body as an instrument, and then turning that into simple day-to-day applications about how that works for yourself and for others without getting freaked out, okay? Not freaking yourself out or freaking others. It's a beautiful thing, Scorpio. All the best. Click that little button if you want to get the ticket. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. Here's the other card, the weather card for you. I'll just set that there. Reinterpret however you want. Thank you. All the best, Scorpio. All the best. Bye.